Good morning, everybody. Pastor JC here. I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. Good morning, Sherry. Thanks for logging on this morning and showing up and being here and for your faithfulness and watching. I know you watch just to laugh at me and mock me, but anyway, you're still watching, right? So that's awesome. I'm just kidding. I'm glad you're on here. It's going to be a great day today. For all our Crossroads family, let me just remind you that tonight we are having our Crossroads Church Fellowship Christmas dinner, and it's just a casual time together. Everybody bring your favorite Christmas food with a little bit to share, and we're just going to have some fun and some time together, and it's going to be great. Good morning, Melinda. Glad you're on here. Glad you're watching. Good morning, Robert. Good to see you on here, buddy. I hope you and Linda are having a fantastic day in Jesus. Sharon, good morning. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. I've been praying for you, Sharon. But as I was thinking today, as we're approaching the Christmas season, and it seems to be going by so quickly, and before you know it, it's going to be over with. And I got to thinking about all of the things that we do during the Christmas season, and all of the things that we consider important and necessary. Many times we buy presents. Good morning, Linda. Glad you're on here, sweetie. Many times we buy presents for friends and family members, and sometimes we buy because we truly love them and we just want to give to them. Sometimes we buy just out of a sense of obligation. We feel guilty if we don't buy. And I got to thinking, this Christmas season, let's give our heart. And I'm talking about not just giving your heart to Jesus. That's absolutely important. That's the first and foremost thing that is important. But there's a greater way of giving than just giving gifts or gift cards or stuff. Sometimes the giving of your time, the giving of your energy, the giving of your listening ear is far more important than anything material you could place in someone's hand. In James chapter 1, he tells us that pure religion or pure Christianity or pure godliness is this: to visit the orphans and the widows in their troubles and to keep ourselves unspotted from the world. And I got to thinking about that. We know about keeping ourselves pure and holy, and we're supposed to walk right, and we're supposed to try to live as good as we can and do the right things and say the right things and all of that. But what about this aspect of pure godliness, pure religion being visiting the orphans and widows in their trouble? Sometimes they're the ones who are overlooked. They're the ones who are neglected. They are the ones who are hurting. And I think that it's an even broader spectrum than that, because it's not just, I don't think he's just drawing attention specifically to widows and orphans. They are important, and they're the ones who perhaps are the most needy on many levels, because not only is there a physical and financial need in many of their lives, but there's an emotional and a heart and a mind need in them, because they're dealing with grief, they're dealing with hurt. Orphans are dealing with, they no longer have their parents in their lives. They may be in the system. They may be dealing with people they don't know or feel they feel vulnerable. And same thing with widows. They feel vulnerable. They feel like they don't know what's going to happen from day to day. And so how can we, as the body of Christ, speak into their lives for orphans and widows, but even in a broader spectrum, to those we come in contact with every day who may not be orphans and widows, but they have very real needs and very real struggles that are happening in their life right now. How can we as the body of Christ, how can we as those who are called after the name of Christ, reach them and touch them? Because giving them a nice little gift wrapped up in Christmas paper is not going to meet the need of their heart and their spirit. Sometimes the greatest thing we can do is to visit the elderly or those who are in nursing homes. I know right now it's kind of a little sketchy as to whether you're allowed in a nursing home, but to visit those who are hurting, those who are destitute, those who are struggling, especially during this Christmas season. Can we as believers open our heart to get beyond the commercialization of Christmas, to see that there are still true and real needs out there? Sometimes it's just a matter of being a listening ear to someone who has lost something or someone who is in difficult times in their lives, someone who is struggling emotionally. You know, I've heard it said that during the holiday seasons, the suicide rate and the depression rate skyrockets. I mean, that's mind-blowing to me, because in a season where it's supposed to be celebratory and we're supposed to be having a great time and jingle bells and all of that, so many people deal with depression and anxiety and fear and just discouragement and hopelessness during this time. So many are dealing with grief, maybe in the loss of a loved one, and that pain is still very real and still very raw. Maybe it was their spouse. Maybe they truly are widowed and it was their spouse. Maybe it was this year. Maybe it was 10 years ago, and they're still dealing with that. And especially at the holiday times, it seems to magnify that grief and that hurt. And so as we talk about this, we talk about widows and orphans, yes, but we also talk about those in our lives who may be struggling. And like I said so many times, maybe it's just the investment of time. You take the time to go to someone's home, or to call them up, or to meet them for coffee, or to take them groceries, or to give money to them so that they can provide for their family during this holiday season. You see, many times it's just seeing the need and having the heart of Christ to meet that need. So can we open our hearts this Christmas to see the needs around us? Because that's what true, pure Christianity is all about. And you know, over the years, there have been times when my family has asked me, well, we need your Christmas wish list, or we need your list of the things you want us to get you for your birthday. And the reality is, as I've gotten older, I've come to understand that the greatest gifts that my family could give me is not material, it's not monetary, it's not gift cards. Many times it's just the gift of their time and their attention. Many times it's just to be a listening ear. I've told them over the years, don't buy me anything. Just donate to a food bank or to a local organization that is meeting the needs in our community, or to a missions project. Donate money in my name to a missions project. And I know they think I'm kidding, and I know they don't always take me seriously, and that, no, we need a gift list. But many times we need to get beyond ourselves and we need to see the need. So this Christmas season, I just want to encourage you. I just want to put it in your heart and in your spirit to look beyond your own celebration, because there are many around us who are hurting and who are struggling. And they have captured the heart of God. And in capturing the heart of God, His heart is moved by their needs. And many times, God uses you and me to be the one to meet their needs. Whether it be that they need a listening ear, somebody just to vent to and unload to. Whether it be that they just need prayer. Whether it be that they need groceries, and God gave you a Christmas bonus at your job and you're wondering how to use that Christmas bonus. What a great opportunity to be the hands and the feet of Jesus. And so I just want to encourage you this Christmas to see the needs around you. There are so many. There are so many. And in the years past, our church has given to Angel Tree and different things like that. And we've poured into the lives of family who were struggling at Christmas time. And this Christmas, Crossroads, and for anybody who may be listening on this live stream, use what God has placed in your hands and in your lives to speak into the lives of others and to meet the needs of widows and orphans, and to be there for them and to share with them. It may be as simple as just baking them cupcakes or cookies, taking it to them to show them you're not forgotten. You're not forgotten. See, some people just need to remember, just need to know that they're not forgotten during this holiday season. They may be alone and isolated and seem obscure, but they are remembered. So throughout the next week, as we hurtle towards Christmas Day, look around you. Be sensitive to what God is speaking to your heart and minister to the needs of the lives of others around you. I love you, and I'm praying for you, and I'm asking God to use you in great ways through this Christmas season. Take care of yourselves.